Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. We're going to finish up this chapter in this video, but I'm going to have another video after this, which is going to have all the epilogue, chapter epilogue stuff, all the dialogue and cutscenes. So, those of you who already know the story might not want to watch that video. I'm just going to be talking about stuff that I forgot to mention in earlier episodes, so next episode's not going to be that exciting. It's going to be me talking over dialogue. But for those of you following the story, you might want to see it because there are some actual important plot points and plot revelations in the next episode. So, that's basically it. So right now I'm just kind of moving my troops in, trying to make it so none of the enemies can really do much damage or get the chest with too much of a problem, so then I can at least kill them if they take the chest from me. But in the middle of this turn, we have the Hawk King, the king from Phoenices, or Phoenices. I never really got an exact comment on the actual name of that nation. Someone said it's Phoenices, but I don't know. It'd be helpful if they actually said it in the, like, if some person actually read the name out loud in, like, a map scene or something, but I don't think they do in this case. But, the Hawk King, Tabarn, is with his two, I really don't want to say servants, but his, guards. One of the guards is his ears, who actually can hear from a very long distance, and the other one can see from a very long distance. So, that's how the Hawk King gets information. Through his through his eyes and his ears. Okay, so the Ravens are going to steal some stuff from the chests. They stole an occult skill and an energy ring. The other two Ravens aren't going to be able to do anything. I think they still move because that third chest is still unopened yet. But once I get that chest, they'll start to fly away, so they'll be gone soon. Meanwhile, these soldiers are getting their ass kicked by that one Myrmidon. And we got even more Ravens, so they're going to keep on coming. They're going to keep on coming until all the chests are gone. They'll just fly away, like, once all the chests are taken. They haven't. Their first instinct is to steal, second is to run away, and third is to fight. So that means if all the chests have been taken, and a Raven gets completely surrounded to the point where they can't move, they will actually attack you, but otherwise you don't have to worry about them doing any damage. So as you can see, I'm surrounding Norris, the sniper boss. That's the one thing about sniper bosses in Fire Emblem games. Even though they can be very dangerous, once you completely surround them to the point where they can't even move, they're pretty much useless. So as long as we keep Nephany, Kieran, and Gotri surrounding him, he's not going to be able to move or attack unless someone else gets in his range. And some of the stupid Benyon soldiers will get in range of Norris here shortly. So they're idiots, but hey, they're Benyon soldiers. Their first instinct is to try to attack everything, even if they probably shouldn't. So the occult skill. The occult skill is a very important skill. Or it's a very valuable skill in one certain situation, and in other situations if you just want a unit to be strong. But what the occult skill does is it gives a unit their specialty skill. And a specialty skill is determined by what class they're on, or what class they're in. So all paladins will get the same skill called Soul when they equip Occult, and then Ike will get his special skill Aether if he equals Occult. Let's see, I'm trying to think of the other skills. Snipers get Deadeye. Warriors get Colossus. I believe Sages get Flare. Knights get Luna. All flying units get Stun. So yeah, there are a variety of different occult skills. I'll go over all of them eventually, but that's essentially what you need to know about skills, the occult skill. The energy drops, all they do is they permanently increase your attack power by 2. Again, for those items, I'm probably going to wait until later on before I actually use any of those stat increasing items. But we'll see what happens. Trying to figure out what to do right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy with Soren. Use a Thunder Tome on him so I can kill him. Yeah, I'll use Thunder Tome. I guess I'll mention right now, since I don't want to worry about not being able to talk about anything in the next episode. Gotri can also talk with, during the battle with some of the Grail mercenary members. However, they can't recruit Gotri when he's still a green unit. Astrid is the only unit that can recruit Gotri. So if you lose Astrid before you get Gotri, you can't get Gotri. So make sure you save Astrid on that first turn, and then make sure you actually recruit Gotri before you try to get rid of Astrid. But really, I didn't show any of those conversations because they're not really that important. All it is those units saying, "Hey, look, it's Gotri," and Gotri's like, "Hey there." So they don't really tell much about the characters, so I didn't think it was important to discuss. Thankfully, that green unit actually got in the way of that archer. And because he did that, the archer couldn't move forward and attack, what's her name? Jill. So I'm actually glad that soldier actually moved. I would have been in trouble if he didn't move. I was hoping for a critical hit right there, but I didn't get it. I should have went for the archer instead. Oh well. No harm done. Let's see, who has the lowest level? I think Jill does, but she can get destroyed easily. Don't really want to use Boyd or Oscar. I'll weaken him with Oscar. And then I'll probably use a Hark to destroy him. Or, no, just Jill, I guess. That's the problem with post-commentary, as I've said in future or past episodes. You don't remember exactly what you've done, but it's not a problem. So then I'll use Soren to kill this archer that I was worried about earlier. Yay, he's dead. Eat that, dead guy. So now I need to start worrying about Norris, who is really the only unit we have to worry about now. But thankfully, Norris really isn't that much of a problem. Because Norris is completely surrounded. He can't do anything. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and weaken Norris with a hand axe. Going to leave Kieran right there. Just seeing how many units are left, and then I'll go ahead and use the Slim Lance, or Iron Lance. And I missed with 87% chance of hitting. Don't you just hate when Fire Emblem does that? It's really annoying. I have no idea what I'm doing right there. I was just moving the control stick very erratically. Not really caring what I was doing. But we have all the chests, we defeated most of the enemies. Didn't get to kill all the ravens, but those ravens are pretty quick. I can imagine you could probably kill them all if you, like, leave all the treasure chests open, and then let the ravens scatter, and then swarm the ravens with an individual group of units. But I really didn't want to do that for this episode. Now, I got kind of scared right here, because this soldier's going to move and attack Norris. And if that soldier actually hit Norris, I would have lost all of that experience points that you would have get from killing Norris. So that would have sucked if Norris dodged that attack. But thankfully I get the kill with Nephene. Good job, Nephene. I reckon Nephene did good. And she's also going to level up to level 11. Good job, Nephene. Ooh, she got a longbow. Let's see. Trying to look at all the units around me. Those units aren't going to move no matter what, so I guess it's time to just sit around and wait for the end of the level. Funnily enough, 2 ravens are actually going to enter the battle, but then they're going to leave as soon as they enter, because they obviously thought that the chest would still be open on the 9th or 10th turn. I know I'm slow, but I'm not that slow, game. I have no idea why I'm taking so long to end this turn. But the chapter is going to end after this turn, so I need to end the video. This is SlimKirby. See you guys later. Bye.